So at a principle level, irrespective of the consequences thereof, because I find that, maybe we can get into a conversation for another time about consequentialist reasoning and, deductive or / principled reasoning, and I find that a lot of people tend to ignore the principle of why, intervention or any form of unjust state action is wrong, because they would think that the consequences thereof are good. Same was with, the minimum wage, or the intended consequences with the minimum wage, right? Because the intended consequences is that, people will get to enjoy, I guess, the higher standard of living, higher salaries, higher wages, really, that is the whole point, and the non-exploitative wages will be eliminated. Yet, the principle of it, irrespective of, if that was the result, which is not, right? We've spoken about how minimum wage really is the cause of unemployment and laws like it, because they make it illegal to hire below a certain point, right? And then we know that there's no amount of legislation that will dictate the price of something. Instead, supply and demand are what dictates the price of something. So when you see a state trying to dictate the price of labor, you know that something will go horribly wrong. And in South Africa, we are living with the consequences of state intervention in the labor market. But the intended consequences that the people who institute legislations like the minimum wage have, even if those were realized, it would still be an injustice, because the minimum wage, and as an example of state intervention, is a disregarding of the liberty that you and I have to conclude contracts on our own without some professor at some academic institution telling us that we are exploiting ourselves and making it illegal for us to do so.